Hello my friends, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to cover one of my favorite topics in just a really quick demonstration. This video is going to show you how much the sounds that you choose and how you choose to play them impacts the thing that you've composed. So here's what I mean. I'm going to take this melody from The Legend of Zelda and we're going to call this the composition. And then we're going to transform it into several different worlds using nothing more than the sounds that we pick and how we choose to play these chords. So let's get a brief listen quickly to the original song. Okay, so we're going to call this the composition. And I think we're all familiar with this if we played Zelda. It's the Hyrule theme, just the Hyrule theme, when you are exploring that awesome world. So what we're going to do is keep everything the same, the melody the same, the chords the same. And now let's go to our first example of what happens when we simply change the rhythm of the chords. So everything exactly the same, and we give it all some new sounds. Example number 1. Okay, pretty different. All right, let's do number 2. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, so far 3. Let's do one more here. Let's draw this one back a little bit in its style. Okay, last example. Okay, what have we taken away from this really simple short exercise? The importance of the way that you choose to express the composition. So all of these examples were just this. This is the composition. It was all just these things, except the difference is how we chose to express it. The melody never changed. The chords never changed. In this first example, all we did was add a syncopated bass line. Well, actually everything. We just syncopated everything. We used bright electronic chord stabs, and we gave our lead melody more of electronic-inspired sounds. Combined with the syncopated chords and bass line, and just a beat. It's all exactly the same content. The difference is how we've expressed it. One of the big takeaways here that you should be getting is that genre is controlled by the way that we choose sounds and express those sounds. It's not necessarily the chords that we choose or even the melodies that we write. Those things are all the core composition. It's how we express them that determines the genre most of the time. Okay, the second one, this was kind of a bossa nova inspired groove. All we did, use different sounds. Same exact philosophy, just a different groove. All the same chords. Obviously the same melody. So what's the difference between this and the original? Just the way that we're expressing the chords and the sounds that we're using. The third one, the epic example. Well, it's pretty obvious here. We're using just more of the traditional cinematic experience with the sounds that we're choosing to express these chords with and this melody with, and we get the nice big epic sound. Simple. Okay, next, the harp. This one's drawn back. It's nothing more than one harp, and we're now expressing the chords through arpeggios, strumming up and down, instead of played out with multiple instruments. But once again, all of this is the same. These are still the exact same chords, the exact same melody. The difference is how we've chosen to express it. And lastly, I think we're getting the picture here. This is the same idea again, but with more ambient sounding pads and less of the chord voices being expressed. This time the chords are actually leaner. There's less notes, but it doesn't change the chords themselves. It just means we're expressing them with less notes. And there you have it. I hope that that simple exercise makes a really important demonstration to you, something that I think fundamentally can shift the way that you approach music. If you start thinking about your music from the perspective of first writing a really strong core composition, you can then extrapolate that and do anything you want with it. You can make it dubstep, you can make it trance, you can make it country, you can make it rock, trap, hip-hop. It does not matter. You can make it anything that you want. So first, start with a great core composition and then extrapolate it down to what you are inspired by, your style, all that cool stuff. So I hope that that's inspiring. I hope that that really demonstrates, I think, a really critical, awesome principle. And talk to you soon.